Alright, here we go. It has been a long time coming, but Eminem season had to come to an end with 2018's Kamikaze. I'm worried about this one. Revival was a shocker. I do remember some of the songs on here that I have heard before being alright. I guess we're about to find out. We're doing it live here on Twitch. If you want to see this uncut and all the Eminem reactions uncut, they are on Patreon. Link down in the description. Come and join the team. Come and support the channel. Let's do this together. Let's suffer or enjoy this together. Eminem's Kamikaze.
Let me explain just how to make greatness straight out the gate. I'm about to break it down. Ain't no mistakes allowed, but make no mistake, I'm about to rape the alphabet. I make raise some brows.
So yeah, he said he's about to rape the alphabet. Alright, Sesame Street won't be happy.
What's your talent? Oh, critiquing my talent. Oh, bitch, I don't know who the fuck y'all are.
I really think he just lost himself around now with these flows, with these aping flows that he doesn't like from newer artists.
You have any idea how much I hate this choppy flow? Everyone copies, they'll probably know. Get this fucking audio out my audios. I can see why people like Lil Yachty, but not me though.
Harsh on Lil Yachty. Went on in 2023 to produce a very innovative record.
Hold me, kill the new me, watch him bleed to death. I breathe on a mirror, I don't see my breath. Possibly I'm dead, I must be possessed like an evil spell. I'm EVIL.
Like an evil spell, I am EVIL. Listen to the beat, and when he jumps on it and finds the right pocket, it's alright. Yeah, the song's alright. This is a bit of a head nodder.
Skull might split like I passed you upside it. Bitch, I got the club on smash like a nightstick. Yeah. Turn down for what? I ain't loud enough. Nah, turn the volume up, cause I don't. So, finger bang, chicken wang, PGK, Ikaze, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody.
Wow, Lil Xan got a shout out on an Eminem record. What a mad time 2018 was. I mean, it kind of is what it is. It feels very dated now to be mad at that type of music when there's a whole bunch of newer type of music that I feel sure Eminem would just be completely baffled by, with like the ragey stuff that exists these days. I think he's just got to accept aging out. But the skills are still there. But musically, it's just not that fun.
Number you wanna take a number two and dump on you if you ain't Joyner. If you ain't Kendrick or Cole or Sean, and you're a goner. I'm about to bring it to anyone in this.
Wow, Joyner got put in the same bracket as Kendrick and Cole. I bet he regrets that one. Fucking hell.
When you walk and bottle this shit any longer, the fact that I know that I'ma hit my bottom if I don't pull myself from the jaws of defeat and rise to my feet. I don't see why y'all even started with me. I get in.
Well, I couldn't do that.
I don't cease fire till at least all of the seats. I'm east. So finger bang, booty tang, Burger King, Gucci gang, Biggie dang, Charlemagne. Gonna hate anyway.
Wow, how can something feel so dated, but it's only from 2018? He did the Gucci gang flow. I mean, Lil Pump was just a speck in the universe of music that has basically disappeared now. I know he made some terrible songs this year, but you've got to be very wary of things that feel like they're going to be the next big thing forever, and then they just disappear just as quickly as they came.
Cause the way I see people turn, it's making it seem worthless. It's starting to defeat the purpose. I'm watching my fan base shrink to thirds, and I was just trying to do the right thing. But word has the court of public opinion reached a verdict. Was set only when it comes to ink and lyricists. But my beef is more media journalists. Hold up.
Media journalist? Mate, you sound old as shit. Who the fuck is a media journalist anymore? It's funny when they argue about the blogs and even the magazines. It's like, you know, those things are barely even things anymore. I don't know, it's such a weird song. It's like, what is it? It's almost like a PSA. The beat kind of goes nowhere. It's nearly 6 minutes long. Some of the rapping skill in it is next level. Just in terms of, like, there's not many people on this earth that can actually do that in terms of flow and rhymes and some of the punchlines in there, but the punchlines didn't really mean anything.
You say we're cut from the same cloth, but I guess you fabricate, eh? You better bring more men in the latter-day saints. Manic states, even paddock, quit automatic, stay straight. Anything that makes Cam in ashtray, I'm turning back to a madman can't take anymore, but I try to get away from the anger and raise my base. So gangly as an A to the K, get your ass straight, like my days breaking your legs, 8 different ways, ankle the race, you chumps on.
It's a weird feeling, right? It's a weird feeling that I can't get my head around. Like, do I like this song so far? Not really. Do I hate this song? No. Am I still, even when he's just talking about nonsense or just seemingly rapping for the sake of rapping, am I still impressed by him? Yeah. It's such a weird feeling. Like, some of the songs that we've done over this season have been genuinely shit. I can't remember what we've done. I'm not very good with song names at the best of times. But some of the songs of Revival, some of the songs of Encore, genuinely terrible shit. Whereas this is just kind of like, it's almost like the quite intelligent and well-constructed arguments of somebody that nobody's really listening to anymore. But the strange thing is, everybody's still listening to him because he's doing the most streams pretty much out of any rapper still.
And hamburger help because damn it, I'm still the greatest in the world. Greatest in the world.
This hook is dry.
I might be. Fuck, I still can't say this shit, but how quickly they forget who the fuck I was. Done ninja, tried to duck my slugs to let your girl get fucked by monks. I'd like to give a shout to Cypress. This can't be real, you dissed me, and I was just trying to give you a shout. Now get y'all fools just forgot that I'm so fucking awful with the thoughts, and when I'm hostile and impossible to stop, so you can call it a nostril, cause it's not gonna faster ever. Go away.
this hook is wank. I think what's frustrating, I'm just trying to get my head around. I think what's frustrating is he clearly still has ability, and sort of in some ways, in terms of pure skill, it's not diminished. So it's frustrating because you go, if somebody's just diminished that, oh, they don't have the energy anymore, whether they're a rapper from a band, whatever it is, sportsman. Okay, shame. You know, we'll relive the glory days. But it's just like, well, can't you just use the skill and improvements that you've made and make better music that sounds good and has good hooks and good beats? I think that's what it is. Can you just say better stuff?
Yeah, psychopath, Michael Jack's blowing up like a rap. I been slapped glad with an ISIS flag. Bet you I come back twice as bad. Revival didn't go viral. Denon and Royce tell me that I should take the high road. Let a pistol squeeze and I shoot from the hip. When I grip them things, and my lips are the clips. Got the stick lit like it's nicotine. Trigger me and Slim gets mean.
Yeah, Zeshan mentions it there. Nas is an example of a veteran rapper who has evolved his ideas, but he's also just comfortable in talking about where he is in life right now. And I guess Eminem kind of is doing that as well. But Nas's new mission is to make sick music with amazing production and speak from a position of wisdom and give game to younger artists and people. And I would love Eminem to be able to do the same, but it doesn't seem to be the path that he wants to walk down. He just thinks everybody's against him, and I guess that's just always been his personality. I remember this song being quite good. Let's see.
Lucky you, fuck you too. Y'all gotta move, y'all gotta move, y'all gotta move. Give me some room, give me some room. Give me the juice. Back on my hood shit is back to the pushing. These packs and I'm actually pumping. Can't fuck with you rappers. You practically sucking. You might have went platinum, but that don't mean nothing. I'm actually buzzing this time. Straight out the kitchen, I told him the oven is mine. I do not fuck with you guys. Better to level up in the ghetto, looking for something I probably can never find now. You shit irrelevant till the beat die down. The truth niggas just really want me tied down. I've been alone and I never needed nobody. Just only me and my shotty. I tell these niggas to lie down. Keep all the money, I never wanted a lifestyle. I just pray to God I'm son to be all right now. This is payback in a way.
Yeah, Jonas' verse was pretty good. I mean, he kind of said a bunch of nothing, but he said it with a lot of energy and fire. I like the joiner that remixed other people's tracks. Remixed other people's beats where, you know, they were more of a trappy, mumble rappy type of thing, and then he killed it with his machine gun flow.
I got a couple of mentions, still I don't have any manners. You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter. They're punching the ceiling, but nothing is
I mean,
feeling.
he says he hates this flow in The Ringer, but then he uses it extensively.
Here before you did made raps, is recap, way back, and tease that. Recaps on tape decks, 8 dats with a G raps, and came that we need 3 stacks. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed, a minute, and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep at the Willigan as I'm peeking and thinking about an evil intent of another beat, I'm a killigan. Cause even if I got it in a beating a pill again, even ketamine and methamphetamine with a mini tin, it better be at least 70 or 300 milligram, and I'm inside my DNA. But I roll till the wheels fall off, I'm working tirelessly, it's the moment, y'all.
Another Kendrick interpolation. I mean, the fact that he can do that speed at his age is fucking incredible, but like, does it need to be done? That's the question I don't think he ever asks.
Give me some room.
Yeah, the hook's decent on this.
How about the
decent track, I guess. I don't know.
Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move. I just want you to be normal. Why can't you bitches be normal? Always gotta be so extra. Why you always need a lecture? She retaliates for trying to leave the house in an evening gown with her cleavage.
Eminem still has the maturity of a 14-year-old when it comes to relationships, even at the age that he's at.
Always gotta be so extra, like a fucking terrestrial. Guess it comes with the territory. My ex-girl, she just declared war, therefore I better prepare. Like, hope she don't notice me going through her purse. I know she cheats, otherwise I'm soulless, she's heartless. No wonder we're partners. We're like nitrogen and hydrogen mixed with ignitable liquids. But I'm finally seeing she's only mine.
We're like hydrogen and nitrogen mixed with ignitable liquids.
I love you, but I hope you fucking died.
Hamilton has beat, Mickey T says.
So you got them all undercover just like...
What on earth? What an awful track.
It's 2002, everything was totally new. We were globally huge, watching sales go through the roof. We wrote when we feuded, Runyon Avenue soldiers included. A multitude of homies who would pounce for no good excuse. We were so coaching us through.
Classic Eminem beat.
Solo, really nobody blew. I was hoping they do.
Sounds composed on the mic.
The plan was put everyone in position so that they knew how to stand on their own. And I don't want to open up wounds, I just know. Help me leave this all behind.
I mean, this hook is dreadful.
I'ma rinse away this dirt. It was never the same, and it's bothered me since. And the farther we drift apart, the more awkward it gets. The more time goes by, the more life happens. And we gotta be men, we got responsibilities. Plus we don't say D12 on it. Wish I could've did more to try talking you into coming up off it. I know it wasn't my fault, but part of it probably is.
There's something that happens
all of the trips
to middle-aged men that I'm so desperate to avoid. A lot of them go down, like, I guess in America, the Fox News route. They get into conspiracies, they're angry about something. I don't know if it's just lowering testosterone or something happens. And you see them on Twitter, whether they're the Brexit crew or the Fox News crew, or it can be the other way. You know, they're full lefty, but all they do is they spend their time arguing with people, and they kind of do it from a place of very little energy and fire, but they group together and create an echo chamber. You see it all the time. I'm so wary about becoming one of those people, and Eminem is one of those people.
To my conscience.
This part is a fucking racket. This bit's kind of cool though.
I'ma rinse away this dirt. I forgot to make amends. You start thinking of all the artists you did, all the carnage you left. Is this the kind of karma you get for turning your fucking back on busy Canava and Swift? A fraud, I just can't be that guy. Everybody depends on for entire careers, cause that's not even fair. I will always be here, but that spark isn't there. And I don't know how to recapture that time in the air. I've tried harkening back to I don't know we possibly can.
There's a chat says, by the time your reign is over, you'll hardly be missed. Is a bar. What a upsy downy, topsy turvy song. Excellence and horror all in one track.
I'ma wash away my sins. I'ma rinse away this dirt. I forgot to make amends to all the friends I may have hurt. I better stop and say my grace.
There's parts of that song that are full 9 out of 10, parts of that song that are like 1 out of 10. Wouldn't it be great if he reconnected with his old buddy, Alchemist, who I believe still DJs for him, right? And they just made a little 8-track, 30-minute record together. Ooh. And it was just Eminem just relaxed. Just fucking actually relaxed. I'd love to hear that shit.
Take Heath, fuck these niggas up.
Oh, classic Take Heath beat. Sounds like all his others, but we like them. Well, I like some of them.
Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, Cyclops, day bed, iPod, Maybach, my buck. Yeah, that's how much we have in common. That's how much we have in common. Whoa, that's how much we have in common. We are not alike, there's not alike us on the mic. Yeah.
I don't do Jordans and Audemars. I do explosions and Molotovs. Y'all blowing smoke as if y'all ain't washed. I blow the smoke from the car exhaust. Why these dudes trying to figure out how to do a freestyle as fly as me? I'm confused trying to figure out how to do Capri Styles and Maya G.
Royce da 5'9" is always very good, but it's like punching down, mate. Like, you're dissing rappers who don't, like, they're not even close to you in ability, and they're not even really trying to do what you're doing. It's like a black belt going into a room full of white belts who aren't even really doing the same sport and clowning on them. It's like, go and fight some black belts. If you want to go and pick on Kendrick. Then see what happens. You may still have the chops to take him out. You may still. But Lil Xan? What's the point?
Fight nickel now, everybody doing Bitcoin. We don't got nothing in common. No. We don't got nothing in common. No. Y'all in this stuff like doubled up styrofoam cups on them uppers and downers. Y'all music sound like Dr. Seuss inspired it. Hiring strippers, prostitute, retiring. We could spit it for your advance. I'm fit to be king, you cut out the fitting Prince pants. You niggas
brain dead, eye drops, pain meds,
Do you know what as well, listening to this song? Okay, yeah, you're better rappers. You are way better rappers than even the Futures and people like that. If you're talking about pure rap, it's not even close. But I tell you what, they're a fuckload better at doing this than you are.
Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, Cyclops, day bed.
Migos wash.
That's how much we have in common. Yeah, that's how much we have in common.
If that was your way of proving you can do it, you actually can't.
Now, if you want to come at me with a submachine gun, and I'm talking to you, but you already know who the fuck you are, Kelly. I don't use the blimps, and sure as fuck don't sneak this.
Oh, yeah,
keep commenting on my dog.
The MGK this,
telling motherfuckers, but just in case you forgot, really, you need Tommy that I be the most hated, though made it so that there's no shame. It's okay to own it, cause life is a bitch, he's a bow-legged hoe, but now those days are over. I Harvey Weinstein, a bathrobe hanging over. My code name is Roper. I roleplay with lotion. I fucked on the world, and I throw away the Trojan. Most spraying Motron, I throw it in the cold as they both ate a choke. And my whole plate is soaking, a double-edged sword, cause both ways I poking. Invisible with the pinnacle, the pinnacle, the sick individual. Stick my ticket, put the tip in it minimal, and fucking these syllables. I let them look on my genitals. I'm a fucking invincible, indefensible, despicable. Like there's not a like I'm in fun this shit. Let's go. Okay. How do I say this? Last year didn't work out so well. I'm a fucking kamikaze crashing into everything. You beat me, Islamic Nazi, that means there is no such thing. Stuck up in my rectal crack, kiss my disrespectful ass. I ride through your cul-de-sac, window crack, bumping your reference track. You collaborative effort rap, I have never said his rap.
If MGK wanted to win their battle, he should have just literally just put this out as his own track.
Well, I teabag the microphone cause I go nuts on it. Like a fighter jet line with explosive explosives that'll
I
strike any
teabag the
moment.
microphone
Headed
'cause I go
at
nuts on it. Is that what you
opponents.
just said?
I'm the fucking pilot that flown it. I'm about to I turned to rap cause it made me feel tough when I wasn't. From the moment I heard rappers cussing, I wasn't. Which is why I identified with the guy who I was invented by Dre's Frankenstein, energized like a 9-volt, ice cold like
So bad I actually kind of like
other
it.
white rappers sell what I sold. Kamikaze pilot, I wrote my suicide note. Back on everyone, back on everyone, back on everyone. Kamikaze gonna smash into everyone, crash like an F-15. That shit was so ass, it's something we wouldn't dare re-air. Shit's embarrassing, it's me raring terror.
So ass is something we wouldn't dare re-air. One of the worst songs I've ever heard.
But something here is afoot. Oh yeah, it's my dick. Get the measuring stick. 12 inches of wood. Wait, but I've been going for your juggler since Craig G. Duck Alert. And when I say I can't wait till I get a hold of you.
Right, I need a pitch so you guys are going to listen to it again. Yeah.
Smash into everyone. Crash into everything.
I've heard this before. From a porking lot. From a porking lot.
Don't follow my faith, don't follow my faith, don't follow my faith.
Gotta concentrate against the clock I race. Got no time to waste, I'm already late. I got a marathoner's pace. Went from addict to a workaholic. Word to Dr. Dre and that first marijuana tape. Guess I got a chronic case. Rappers are like Hunger Games. 1 minute they're mocking Jay, next minute they get their style from Migos, so they copy Drake. Maybe I just don't know when to turn around and walk away. You want it shady, you got it.
Don't follow my face,
Yeah.
don't follow my faith.
Body tell button before I snap, he better fasten it or have his body back and zip. The closest thing he's had to hits a smacking bitches. And don't make me have to give it back to academics. Say this shit is trash again, I'll have you twisted like you had it. Kathy Griffin stacking ammunition, slap the clip and cock it back on competition. This is how I shot ahead. Tyler create nothing, I see why you called yourself a bitch. It's not just cause you lack attention, it's because you worship the 12 balls. You're sacrilegious. If you're gonna critique me, you better at least be as good or better. Get all the hood is wetter.
Didn't really call him a slur. He said he called himself that because of the thing, I guess. I mean, probably just chuck that one on the floor. Just chuck that one out of your song.
Whatever his name is to help you put together some words, more than just 2 letters. The fans waited for this moment, like that feature when I stole the show. Sorry if I released the most and then tell the Grammys to go and fuck themselves. They suck the blood from all the biggest artists like some leeches, so they nominate them, get them there, get a name to MC the show. Every parasite needs a host. Then give album of the year to somebody that no one's ever even heard of. All I pocket how I'm burying these artists on a scale that turns your minus mine's as various as Harley. And what's scary is you probably can compare me to your car, cause I'm just barely getting started. And far as Lord Jamar, you better leave me the hell alone or I'll
Did he just diss? Did he just say all his haters have got bad cars?
clown. Don't tell me about the culture. I inspired the Hobsons, the Logics, the Coles, the Sean's, the Chaos, the 5 9s and O. Brought the world 50 Cent. You just squat, piss and moan, but I'm not gonna fall.
The thing is, if you did that one song, let's chuck the F-bomb out of there for a minute and just think about the rest of the song. Obviously, the hook is nice. And the rest of the song, it sounds okay. He's not going too crazy with the raps. There's no hugely corny lines in there. If you just did that once, even once per album, with that level of being angry at the world and angry at everybody, fine. But it's every fucking song, mate. So I don't care, actually. I don't actually give a shit.
From the parking lot, it's too loud.
Bon Iver, I love you, but you did say porking lot.
You're such a nice guy, a nice guy. You're faithful, you don't lie. After the club, you go back home, right?
Suck my dick. You fucking suck, man. Suck my dick. You fucking suck, man. I hope that your heart get hit by a semi-truck.
Not a cheater, but if I'ma be accused, might as well be. You tell me you'll take me back when hell freezes, but females be rushing me outside my telly. Temptation overwhelms me, like my monthly bill from Sprint. They're charging me for a selfie. Charging me, so I gave my hotel key.
Like my monthly bill from Sprint, they're charging me a selfie. Never mind
Trying to be nice.
what that
You're
singing was at
such
the
a
beginning.
nice guy,
Oh, it's back.
a nice guy.
It's back.
You're faithful.
This is-
You don't lie after the
Why? You don't have to hear that. People say skip it. I can't. It's the law. I have to listen to it all.
Man, suck my dick. You fucking suck, man.
Joke, it upsets me. You say I'm no good at sex and you think I'm gross and unsexy. I need scope cause my breast stinks. You hope I choke on a Pepsi. Bitch, you was supposed to correct me.
Eminem, you're 45. Just relax. Like, what are you even talking about?
Got pink eye, but I think I got just the thing. Why don't I bring my
that song was
villains.
-7 out of 10.
But we both would. To be a housewife who outright lies, she's blackout drunk.
What's
Now
your
she's
type
taking out
sample?
my drive. I ran
That's a
outside
shout.
while
I
she
was never
tryna act
Donovan.
out. She's just about my dudes fight more. And I ain't violent, but she's going through my drawers to plant the KY in. I'm getting accused by a whore.
I'm not violent. Lies. I mean, that's just not true, is it? We've had 75 albums about you being violent. She's going through his drawers to put in KY jelly. What are you, mate? Just go and spend some time with Nas. Nas will probably be like, I don't want to hang out with you. You're way too annoying. But just fucking grow up.
When you date my friends in order to wipe your ass. When you moved your bowels, when we renewed our vows. This the thanks I get. I'm waiting for the day I can hear you say, Marshall, what a skank I've been. And there's a new guy, you're being replaced by him. Take life in the same way you play dice then. Cause you just look at me and roll them little snake eyes. And
Since you bought the jury, they'll call me guilty. They'll call me guilty. And I ain't in my feelings, I'm out, but I let you.
Listen, some of you lot in the chat that said this song is okay or good need to have serious words with yourself. The song's fucking shit.
They like you're the good guy.
I've heard this because, I mean, everyone has. And we did the reaction back on Rock Reacts. One of the worst hooks ever.
Knock, knock, let the devil in. Malevolent as I've ever been. Head is spinning. This medicine scream bucket matches my pale skin. Madwin went from Hellman's and being rail thin.
This ain't bad as credits music, this part, but we know the hook.
How can I be in the face this fucking world? Better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my venom. I got that adrenaline, venom, not knowing venom.
What do you think the execs at Sony were thinking when they got this back? We've already paid him, right? Yeah, we've already paid him. Oh, I guess we got to use it?
Through the car in the reverse at the Indian nut crash in India. The back of it just mangled. Steal my Mustang and the Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, the rest of it's okay as credits music. Like the stuff that's over the end of the Call of Duty games. I've never seen the movie.
They ain't gonna know what hit 'em. When they get beat with the
They ain't gonna know what hit him. What an album that was. That was definitely one of the albums that was ever released. Let's break it down. The Ringer, don't really get it. Greatest wasn't very good. Lucky You was okay. Normal was horrendous. Stepping Stone, okay. Kamikaze, one of the worst songs ever. Fall was okay apart from the obvious. Nice Guy, literally one of the worst songs ever. Good Guy, dreadful. Venom, one of the worst hooks of all time. Yeah, it's a bit of a shit show, really, from Eminem. It's not his worst project, and we may do a tier list, actually. I need to go back and remember exactly which parts of which albums I like more than others before we do the tier list. Obviously, the two Music to Be Murdered by album reactions are already on my channel, which is why we're not doing those again. And I don't really want to listen to them again because they're both 75 hours long. Yeah, Revival, I think, was probably worse than that. Encore, maybe, as well. I'd have to think about it. But that was just such a bunch of nothing. It was just nothing. Lil Xan got a mention. Lil Pump. He did the Gucci Gang flow. Weird Times. Yeah, it just kind of happened, really.